Hello everyone, my name is Chen Meixi. My lecture number is 8214381. So, imagine waking up one day and finding your home flooded after hours of heavy rain. Imagine experiencing extreme heat, powerful thunderstorms, and unexpected hailstorms more frequently every year. These are no nonsense from movies. They are real problems caused by climate change, and they are already happening around us. Climate change affects everyone, especially young people like us, who live with its long-term consequences. Rising temperature, natural disaster, and increasing living costs are already influencing our daily lives, our health, and our future opportunities. I become more aware of climate change through both my studies and my personal experiences. In China, I have personally experienced floods, hailstorms, heavy rain, and thunderstorms. These experiences made me realize that climate change is not a distant issue that only scientists discuss. It's a serious problem that is happening right now. So today I would like to persuade you that climate change is becoming more serious because it causes extreme weather events, increases the cost of living, and continues to worsen due to the lack of public awareness. In this speech, I will discuss three major issues and explain why each of us should take action to protect our environment. Let us start with the most visible change, extreme weather, which is happening more often and more intensively than before. Climate change is causing more floods, heat waves, hailstorms, and thunderstorms around the world. These extreme weather events can damage home, public facilities, and transportation systems. For example, in China, extreme weather has caused billions of yuan in direct economic losses every year. However, the impact goes beyond financial losses. Natural disasters also threaten human safety and affect people emotionally and financially. Imagine spending years working hard to support your family, only to lose everything because of a severe flood. A single natural disaster can wipe out a family's savings and destroy their sense of security. Climate change is not just an environmental issue, it's also a social and economic issue that affects the living of ordinary people. But extreme weather does not only threaten our safety, it also affects our daily expenses, which brings me to my second point, the rising cost of living. Now, let's move on to the second issue, the rising cost of living. Climate change does not only affect our environment, it also has a direct impact on our daily expenses. Have you ever noticed that groceries seems to be more expensive than before? The reason is that extreme weather events such as floods, droughts, and heat waves can damage crops and reduce agricultural production. When farmers produce fewer fruits and vegetables, the supply decreases while the demand remains the same. As a result, the fruit price increases. This means that families have to spend more money just to buy their daily necessities. Climate change also affects our electricity consumptions. As the temperatures continues to rise, many people rely on air conditions to stay comfortable, especially during the hot afternoon and night. Though these appliances make our life comfortable, they also consume a significant amount of electricity. Consequently, households receive higher electricity bills every month. For students and young adults, this may not seem like a serious issue now. However, as we begin our careers and become independent, we will all have to manage these increasing living expenses ourselves. Therefore, climate change is not only an environmental changes, but also an economic changes that affect everyone. So far, we have seen how climate change causes extreme weather and increasing our cost of living. But if these problems are becoming more serious every year, why are still happening? This brings me to This brings me to my third part, the lack of public awareness and action. Many people are aware of climate change, yet they believe that their individuals' actions are too small to make any differences. Some people leave lights on even when no one is in the room. Others forget to switch off electricity appliances after using them. And some continues to waste electricity simply because they believe that someone else will solve this problem. After first glasses, This habit may seem insignificant. However, imagine if billions of people around the world through the same way. The amount of wasted electricity would be enormous. Small daily actions, when repeated by billions of people, can have a significant impact on the environment. This is why public awareness is so important. Climate change is not a problem that governments or scientists can solve alone. It requires the participation of every individual. Every small action matters, every responsible decision contributes to a healthier environment. When we work together, even simple habits can create meaningful and lasting change. This is why each of us has a responsibility to become part of the solution rather part of the problem. Now that our understanding the cause and consequences of climate change, and the next question is, what can we do to make a difference? After learning about the effect of climate change, we may ask ourselves one important question: what can we actually do? The good news is that we do not need to make huge changes overnight. Fighting climate change can begin with simple actions in our daily lives. Starting today, I encourage every one of you to turn off lights and electrical appliances whenever they are not in use. Although this may seem like a small action, saving electricity helps reduce energy consumption and lower greenhouse gas emissions. When millions of people make the same small effect, the positive impact can be significant. We can also choose to use public transportation whenever possible, reduce unnecessary waste, recycle more often, and encourage our family to adopt environmentally friendly habits. Real change does not happen because of one person. It happens when many ordinary people decided to take responsibility together. Every small action matters, every responsible choice brings you or us one step closer to protecting our planet. So today I discussed how climate change increases in extreme weather events, raises the cost of living, and continue to worsen because of the lack of the public awareness and actions. Climate change is no longer a problem of future, it's happening now. The choice we make today will determine the future that next generation inherits. So I would like to leave you with one final question. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? Together, let's start with one simple habit today. Turn off the lights, save electricity, protect our environment, because the earth does not no longer own to us. It also belongs to future generations. Thank you for listening.